Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago. Coming up, we'll see the visiting Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Rodgers to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. He
had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
319! 319!
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 72 yards.
And he's able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Rodgers now on first down. It's so caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jake Butt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point tried good by Gano. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a Blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Completes it right side to Dodson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Darius Stewart now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind, because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford flips it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. They'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Gurley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Stafford. But it's brought in by Washington. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Stafford. Touchdown, Packers. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The This is Coleman. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. No, 319.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
319.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. Fighting through. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Double, double. Set. Lady. 21.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Stafford on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10. Like 7.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Play action, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try to win the game.
And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
319, 158.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 36. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time. Right?
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run with Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC as we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people who are involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Rodgers. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Hey, tag 50 left. Give me radar. Double, set.
Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 41 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Staying up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
you